second session final performance. We're so happy to be here. My name is Dan, I'm the director for the session, and we are so incredibly grateful for all of you for trusting us with your children over the past 2 weeks. You will see that they have made incredible progress, have a lot to show, not just with their art, but also on the social realm and emotional realm. You will see huge transformations in your children. So thank you for trusting us with your kids, and we're really happy you're here today. We want to start out today with a very special guest from Willamette University. So we have had a partnership with Willamette for over 40 years. It's definitely home to us, and we are very grateful to be on their campus and have a partnership with us. So we actually have the Dean of Admissions here for us today, Sue Corner.
Thanks, everybody, and thanks for being here. I can't see a single one of you. I could report. We're so glad you're here, and on behalf of Willamette University, I do want to just thank you. Thank YMA, thank all of the instructors and teachers and counselors and folks who have shepherded this program, not just this year, but for so many years. And thank all of the campers for coming and gracing our campus with your talents and your creativity and your energy these last couple of weeks. It's so fun to walk across campus in the middle of the day and see students out creating and working on the wonderful things that they're learning while here during camp. As Galen mentioned, Willamette has had a really long partnership with YMA, and we're thrilled about that. It's a very, very special program to us on this campus. You may not know that Willamette's campus, that our institution is the oldest institution of higher education in the Western United States. So west of the Mississippi, little Willamette was here before any other learning institutions, and we're very proud of our long history, and we love that we have partnerships with folks like YMA. It's so important. You know, I've read thousands and thousands and thousands of applications for admission over the years during my time working at Willamette, and it's a special joy for me when we ask the question about why have you applied to Willamette, why specifically this institution, and very often students will write, I learned of Willamette when I was a part of Young Musicians and Artists, when I was in 5th grade or 8th grade or whenever it might have been. Students will mention that that was the time when they first became aware of this place and they fell in love with our beautiful campus and the community here and the idea of living and learning in this beautiful space and creating here. So it's such a treat when we get to see that on the application, and I can say with confidence that very, very often those applicants who had their start with YMA are the students who then come to us as full-time enrolled students at Willamette, and they are amazing contributors to our amazing arts programs at Willamette. Personally, I attend every theater event that happens at Willamette every year. Brenda and I go to every show. I love our music performances, particularly the ones that happen around the holidays. I never miss an art installation, and particularly love when our senior students at the time of graduation get to fully display their art installations in the Hallie Ford Museum of Art. There are just so many opportunities for students here to create and to keep art and music and dance and theater and all of these creative expressions as part of their university life, whether they're majoring in those areas or just keeping them as part of something that they love to do while they study something else. It's something that we foster really well here. I'm really proud of that, and I love it when it connects back to YMA. So I hope that all of the campers have had a wonderful time during this week of intense learning and creating. I wish you all the best for an amazing performance today, and thank you again for being on our campus. Enjoy.
Thank you so much to Miranda. What she didn't mention is that her daughter also attended second session back in the day, so we're happy to see her this fall too. All right, we will let the show begin. Enjoy the show.
How not to die. Thoreau died was not dying during the adventure. Living. Hey traveler, if you're listening to this, you're likely in a bit of a dilemma. One that could, and most likely will, lead to your inevitable doom. Well, I have good news for you. I'm here to assist you in all your not dying wants and needs.
How to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Let the air wash through your lungs. Know that you are not nobody. You are in fact somebody. Treat yourself like it. Breathe.
How to be a tree. Stand with confidence and stability. Allow your strong, protective arms to become a home to many. Think with your roots. If your leaves fall away or the clouds block the sun, allow the cracks and dents in your armor to show.
Inhale. You've lived a life, you've achieved things. Be proud of these accomplishments. Even a small achievement holds meaning. Exhale.
Utilize resources. Every object, person, and bit of information has a purpose. If something seems useless or unimportant, you probably have found its meaning. Ingenuity is your greatest asset. Without it, you would have died a long time ago.
Breathe. You're not perfect. Others aren't perfect. The convoluted truth is that not everyone is compatible, and that's okay. You're gonna want to exhale.
Let yourself grow tall, ripping a hole in the bright white sky. Let yourself provide comfort to others who need it. Let yourself care. Let yourself become their home.
Make sure to breathe through your nose, not your mouth. The side effects of mouth breathing aren't pretty.
Maximize distance. Many monsters and other threats have a ranged attack or will simply charge you down faster than you can. The act of simply existing is already key to statistics on its own. Life is a treasure. Despite its tarnishes and blemishes, be happy that you possess it.
Inhale. You can't love others if you don't love yourself. Whatever brings you comfort, keep those things close to you. Make sure to keep yourself comfortable. You can't live a happy life in a state of discomfort. Exhale.
Let sunlight and nutrients fuel your body, allowing you to grow stronger and wiser every passing year. Grow.
Be proud of your accomplishments and failures. They are your very essence. If you cannot feel pride, then your actions will lack the luster of determination.
Improving the lives of those around you, no matter how small the impact, is a wonderful thing. Do someone a favor. Call up a friend. Give somebody a compliment. Breathe.
You are one day cut down, remain a happy stump, a place to rest for anyone who needs it.
Inhale. You're amazing just the way you are, but that doesn't mean you have to stay the way you are. No matter where or when you are, there will always be ways to improve your life. Always be on the lookout for ways to grow. Exhale.
However cliche it might be, the pain you feel about doing something hard is nothing compared to the serene raw of regret. Looking back is absolutely nothing except slow you down and increase your risk of tripping and hastening your meeting death. Traveler, don't look back. Don't slow or stray from your path. Stay steadfast and forward.
Grow.
everybody. I'm Eddie Erzig. I'm one of the free photography counselors here. We had the great privilege of being with your kids this past 2 weeks and seeing all their incredible photos that they've made. We started our 2 weeks on the first Monday with looking at some of the technical aspects of the camera, how we can control the camera to make the images that we want. And that progressed. Show us some of our more.
We then got into lighting with organic and artificial lighting, such as stage lighting, mixing artificial lighting with organic lighting, just some really cool photos.
And later on, when the campers had taken the photos that they liked, we went back to the studio and edited them to really help them tell a story and talk about sequencing, how they sequence their photos, to really get meaning through with their photos. And so we're going to pass it to the photographers and let them tell you about what photography means to them.
Hi, my name is Kellen, and to me, photography is a beautiful form of self-expression.
Hi, my name is Drew, and photography means to capture a moment in time.
Hi, I'm Ursula. To me, photography means the most important part of photography is the connection between the subject and the photographer.
Hi, I'm Max, and photography to me is being able to express myself through an image.
Hi, I'm Lily, and photography for me is being able to capture a moment that only I can see.
Hello, my name is Wesley, and to me, I think photography is taking a photo of something that people may or may not understand and just having fun with it.
Hi, I'm Pippa, and to me photography is observing life that surrounds us and turning it into art.
Hi, I'm Amelia, and to me photography is being able to share your interests with other people.
Hi, I'm Bridget, and to me photography is a form of self-expression.
Hi, I'm Spencer. To me, photography is about capturing a little moment of joy and making people smile.
Hi, I'm Oliver. To me, photography is capturing a moment that you love and keeping it forever.
Hi, I'm Kaylin, and photography to me is capturing a moment that's special.
Hi, I'm Ava. To me, photography means being able to express myself without speaking.
Let's give it up for all of our great talk.
Hi. My name is Will, and this song is called Positive Cynicism because it's like self-destructive, but in a happy way.
Cause if no one will make him laugh, then the queen's not a thing. I wish I was different, I wish I was of use, but a place in your palace is worth the abuse. And I'll only read books if the library's burning, and I'll only hate if for love my heart is yearning. And I promise one day to die right here and fall out of love again. And I'll only burn books for my fears into quotes. And I'll only read books if the library's burning. And I'll only hate if for love my heart is yearning. I promise one day to die right here and fall out of love again. And I'll only burn books if the library's written. And I'll only love if there is love to be given. And I promise one day to marry you here and kiss you once again. And the kiss you give is poison in my veins. And the life you take is on the verge of insane. So push me in the water as you try to pull me out. This pattern will drown me, let's die without doubt. And I'll only read books if the library's burning. And I'll only hate if for love my heart is yearning. And I promise one day to die right here and fall out of love again. And I'll only burn books if the library's risen. And I'll only love if there is love to be given. And I promise one day to marry you here and kiss you once again. And kiss you once again. And kiss you once again.
Welcome to the Silly Little Improv Showcase! Hello everybody, my name is Henry Takaguchi, I'm a silly little guy in charge.
And I'm Isaac Sten, another silly little guy in charge.
Today, everything that we're going to be showing you is completely made up, based on audience suggestions, and we will have no prep whatsoever to prepare what we're about to do.
So let's start by your two jobs. The first is we're going to get suggestions from you to use in our scenes.
And the next will be to clap whenever we say the phrase, to the stage.
Okay.
Yeah. Great, you guys got that one down. Could I please have the people in this row just shout out a location? Ohio, you're like somewhere like a business takes place, or a garden, or something like that. Okay, well let's move over to this. You guys are doing great, I trust you, but could we get, how about an active occupation? Yes, good, keep it up. Good stuff, okay.
Okay, from over here, let's get a genre of movie. Nice, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, now from anywhere in the audience, can you tell me your social security number? Great, I'll hack you all later.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Okay, and we should just reestablish our second rule is whenever we say to the stage, we want to give off. Okay, then I think we're about ready to start.
I think so.
Our first game is called Forward Reverse. Forward Reverse to the stage. How Forward Reverse works is that we will be going through a scene based on one of your suggestions, and I will dictate whether we are going forward or reverse through the scene. So from this big middle section, can I please get a location, a busy location filled with people? I heard the beach, I believe. Forward reverse, your prompt is the beach. Let's clap them in.
So hot. Do you have any water? I'm like dying. I ran out.
Reverse.
I ran out this morning. Do you have any water? I'm dying out here. It's so hot. The beach is so nice.
Forward.
The beach is so nice. It's so hot. Water? I'm dying out here. I ran out this morning. I think I see some. I think that's the ocean. I mean, it's water. Let's go.
Reverse.
Let's go. I mean, it's water. I think it's the ocean. I think I see some. I ran out this morning. Do you have any water?
Forward.
Do you have any water? I'm dying. I ran out this morning. I think I see some. I think that's the ocean. I mean, it's technically water. Let's go. I'm here.
Reverse.
I'm here.
Forward.
I'm here.
Reverse.
I'm here.
Forward.
I'm here.
Reverse. Forward.
I'm here. Do you have one? That was your one job!
And that's time!
Called slideshow, and let's bring our slideshow folks to the stage. In this game, one of our improvisers will be presenting a slideshow made up of pictures made by our other improvisers. Can I get a suggestion of an event worth celebrating from anywhere in the audience? One more time? I heard birthday. Let's go with birthday.
Okay, so I made a little bit of a presentation about my birthday so you all can see what happened. This is the first picture here. This is me presenting the cake to my friends and family. And this here is a friend of mine who is anti-cake, I guess. Really mean. I made that cake myself, and look, trying to make herself throw up. So mean. Here is another one of my friends who's so excited about the cake, unlike some people. Very excited. And here is the dog. Our next picture shows very interesting scene. This here is me, champion. Why am I the champion? Well, if you turn your attention to this lovely person here on the ground, now remember the person who said they didn't like my cake? I fought them. And I won. Here is my other friend, another friend of mine, just checking in, being like, oh, are you okay? Betraying me. This is the dog. Another picture, another one. We have evil friend, victorious. Why? Oh, they came back to life. This here is the sorcerer. You know how sometimes you'll have a birthday clown? I had a birthday sorcerer. The dog is a little upset about the sorcerer, covering its ears. It's a human dog. It's covering its ears, and the sorcerer is casting a spell on it. And this is me, very excited to see what happens to the dog after the spell is cast. Very nice.
Next up is a game called New Choice. Let's bring our New Choice actors to the stage. In the game of New Choice, I will be, first I'll get a suggestion from you, and then our improvisers will be putting on a scene. At any time, I can say New Choice, and the actors the actor or actors who just said something or did something will have to choose a new phrase or action to do instead, and roll with that. So, can I get a physical activity? Skydiving, that sounds fun. Okay, clap them in, folks.
Yeah, I found this pamphlet. It's for this skydiving place.
Well, I'd love to try it.
Yeah. Okay.
2 hours later. I thought you said this was iFly. New Choice. I thought you said this was skydiving for juniors. New Choice. I thought you said this was Sky Park. New Choice. I thought you said this was Airport. New Choice. I thought you said this was why jetpack me.
Well, in a way it is, you know, the plane is like the jetpack, and then we jump out. And
So you be 200 feet in the air? 2,000 feet actually.
Okay, maybe the instructor can kind of calm you down about it.
Instructor!
Okay, guys, this is perfectly safe. Okay, so, shoot. Okay, okay, well, it's only a 50%.
New Choice.
It's, I mean, like, you'll survive. I mean, we're only, like, what, 2,000 feet off the ground?
New Choice.
Here, do you want to just, you can come this pizza.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that song. Pilot!
Uh-huh.
Hey. I'm gonna need you to go pizza. Get your hands back on the wheel. That stuff's good. New Choice.
Oh, that's so nasty.
New Choice.
That's such a...
As long as you can fly the plane back down to safety on board.
I mean, will I still get all my money? Like what? Guess he's getting his pizza.
And that's time.
Our next game is called Blind Line. If I could please have the Blind Line actors follow Isaac out of the building while I explain how Blind Line works. So, Blind Line, I will get a series of suggestions from the audience of things that we'll write down on these pieces of paper. The Blind Line actors will then go through a scene, randomly picking up pieces of paper and having to justify the dialogue that you've just written down. So, may I please get a suggestion for a piece of advice you might give somebody? Brush your teeth. Can I get one more piece of advice, please? I think it's just screaming coming from over there. Can we get a piece of advice from this specific part of the audience? 8 hours of sleep at night? 8 hours of sleep at night? Okay, can I get a song lyric?
You want a piece of paper?
You want a piece of paper? I'm not sure this is song, but go for it. One more song there. Airplanes in the night sky. And, you know, let's get one more song there. You guys can do it. Everybody wants to rule the world, if we can get that now. Can we get a brand slogan? Just do it came out from a lot of directions. Oh my God. And one more brand slogan. Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Everybody wants to rule the world. Okay, now we can call back in our blind line actors after these are all written out. So let's just yell, blind line actors, please come back. 3, 2, 1. Blind line actors, please come back.
Taste the rainbow. Man, I love tasting the rainbow.
Oh my God, yeah, that thing tastes so good.
Wait for it to rain more and the sunshine goes down. It's the rainbow. Oh, rainbow! It's an
You want a piece of me?
More looking more rainbow-like. And rainbows do taste good.
That's true, but...
No, where's Becky? Becky! 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 Are you guys? Hi, Becky. Hi. We missed this. We keep on getting into fights and
We keep trying to eat each other.
yeah. Everybody wants to rule the world. We can slowly climb up the economy ladder.
My God, what's over there?
And that's time!
The game is called Object Tag, so let's get all of our... Yes, please clean up the paper, that's really helpful, thank you. Let's get all of our actors to the stage. And turn. So, how Object Tag works is that we're going to have a menagerie of objects brought up on stage that the actors will have to use in a way that, oh my God.
I'm so sorry, Chad. Tell us who made them.
These beautiful objects have been made by the technical theater group. Let's give them one round of applause.
While these objects have no conventional use other than being cool objects that our sector has made for us, our actors are going to, when they turn around, they're going to come up and have to use this object for something, anything, and justify it. So in just a moment, they will turn around and get their first object.
It's worth it, y'all. Just wait.
It's almost there. It's almost there.
That's good. Okay.
They're waiting. It's
Hoping the fish are biting today.
Oh, also, for reference, the man bringing up our objects is our resident silly little teacher, Jordan.
And turn.
Mr. Ducky Duck.
Window the motorhouse.
Die, alien scum!
And turn. And turn.
Oh my God, Fred, is that you?
It's me.
Now I can feel love.
And turn.
Oh, what a nice sandwich! Am I right? Oh, that looks good. Mine. That must have hurt. It tasted real good. Yeah. Give me my cat.
Hope no one pranked me today.
And turn. And turn.
One pizza for Derek! Nice and hot.
Oh, I love ultimate frisbees.
And turn.
Oh my God, there's my belt. This shoe's been a bit big. Yeah, that's my shoe. Oh, sorry.
Cinderella.
It is my shoe.
There's no way that fits you.
And turn. And turn. And that's our show.
The song is actually called Lazy Ways, not Lazy Days.
Sleepless writers with a few words on why they write, and they'd also like to share their favorite piece from the last 2 weeks at camp. Thanks.
This is a piece of Luca's, who was not able to be on stage tonight, but I'm reading it for them. The gentle ripples cut by the dagger like rocks. You feel alone. You can hear the dark beyond. Never tired, each sunset is different. He is picking clovers and sitting in the grass. You feel alone. You can hear the dark beyond. The icy wind makes the grass snap and jump around. He is picking clovers and sitting in the grass. Sweet smelling air, crisp cut meadows, rolling and dipping hills. The icy wind makes the grass snap and jump around. With a ruffle of its feathers, the crow shoots off into the inky night. Sweet smelling air, crisp cut meadows, rolling and dipping hills. The bitter tone hits me like a bus. What did I do to earn such cruel words? With a ruffle of its feathers, the crow shoots off into the inky night. Walking through the still night, listening to the crickets, his bitter tone hits me like a bus. What did I do to earn such cruel words? Jump. Walking through the still night, listening to the crickets, never tired, each sunset is different. Jump, the gentle ripples, cut by the dagger-like rocks. Here is one of my pieces. I write because writing transcends time. You can write a piece and 2, 5, 1,000 years later, someone will pick it up and read it and might connect to it. And one with writing can communicate better through poetry than one can with simple words or actions, because poetry holds so much more than just the words. And also, you can reach more people if you have an important message to say. There's this story of the Buddha that when he was speaking in these large, halls or spaces, right? He would say his words, and then he would have people repeat it until it got all the way to the very end. And that is what writing is.
Empty is the kid people walk past in the hallway without realizing anyone is there. Empty is not ignored, but simply absent to the rest of the world. Empty is just as invisible on the outside as they feel on the inside. Empty knows sometimes a wide open plate of nothingness can be just as stifling as the air on a too hot summer day. Empty doesn't feel the freezing blue sadness or the warm light of laughter. Empty doesn't want to be empty anymore.
I write because I can create other worlds that can be more fun, more interesting. There are parties and concerts, but there's never aliens or magic or great adventures. I write because I can become part of new, better, more fun stories.
Baxter tends to get lost, not in tall buildings or confusing cities, rather in the fresh smell of grass after it has been cut and rained on, or in the sensation of cold morning wind against his face. When he does get lost in grand buildings, he doesn't mind. He lets himself wander, almost as if he wants to be lost. When the day is over, you can hear him chattering like a crow with all his little crow friends. I got lost in the garden of roses for a few hours today, he'll say, and I can't wait to do it again.
I write because ever since I was little, I would spend hours just thinking and envisioning these worlds and characters and stories in my head. And when I was little, I would draw a series of drawings that tell this story, like a comic book. And as I got older, I would still just spend these hours envisioning these worlds, characters, stories. And I realized over time that the perfect way to materialize them is through writing a novel, a story. And that is why I write.
Under the night sky, laying on top of a sleeping bag, laughter and whispers and dumb jokes. All my friends are next to me, their sleeping bags in the grass. Above us, the clearing of the trees, a million stars all around without light pollution. We all watched closely. The smoke had cleared. We saw fast trails of light, and we heard how we started. Every time we saw another star, we would sing, and we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. When we were told to be quiet and go to sleep, the singing turned to sneaky whispers. Every time the same lyrics about airplanes and shooting stars and wishes. Life was perfect. The cool nighttime breeze brought such peace, blowing around the joy we all felt. That was the night I decided I wanted to live forever.
I write because I have things to say. I love to guide eyes across a page. I love creating a rhythm when there's no sound, only the hum of my thoughts in the reader's ears. My inspiration is what guides me. I write because I want to remember how something feels and give that feeling to someone else. I write looking for my story. I write looking for the words on my headstone.
Used to be in the hand of a queen, dressed in velvet and rubies. She placed you on her bedside table, carefully carved from the darkest mahogany. You sat between a candelabra, the color of dried blood, and her diary, full of secrets and mysterious thoughts. You were first found by a lady with bright emerald eyes and long black hair that smelled like mint and thyme. Her pale hands took you from the cold and darkness of the abandoned room she found under the castle, and took you to the room where she slept, away from being locked in a shadow with barely there smell of death. You were now in the dim light with the lady who had a scent of wine and secrets. Her lips were stained from the wine she drank from you at the dining table or before she fell into a slumber. Most nights the wine in her glass was tainted with something else, something that she believed would help her escape from the nightmares. She lost you the same night. She fell tumbling down the tower, a baby bird whose wings weren't steady enough yet to fly.
I write because I've always loved creating worlds, stories, and ideas, but before I started writing, I really never had a way to give those stories and ideas like a comprehensive structure. But when I started writing, I was finally able to bring substance and kind of like a physical idea to the idea that I had in my head, which really helped me with communication and just kind of getting my ideas and thoughts out there.
Carrie stared, gray eyes hollow, at the cup in her hand. It was gold, laced with green, and its open lips curved away from the thin gold stem that Carrie's bony hands gripping. Inside of the cup were a few droplets of dark red as the thick, metallic blood spilled from Carrie's lips. The rest was deep inside her body. She could feel it clawing through her throat, layering itself so much so that Carrie found breathing a hard task. She knew where the antidote was. It was in a little oak drawer about 10 steps from her. Once a single drop of that antidote hit her lips, her throat would be opened as the arms of children couldn't catch. But if she didn't let her throat seal completely, then the images of blood, dark and murky as a fluid river, would come flooding back. So Carrie sat there. Carrie sat there and yelled, "Shut up," at the meek voice in her head telling her to live. Carrie sat there and let the air vanish from her body. Carrie sat there until all images of blood-soaked carpets left her mind. Carrie sat on an old, broken, queen-size bed and never left.
I write because I think I write because I think. I think, therefore I am. I exercise my free will by being able to speak in a written word.
Another memory is where me and my family looked at celestial objects with a telescope. It was a very cold night. We could see the moon very close, but I could not see the man in the moon. It was like 9 p.m. I wasn't tired at all. There were more stars than usual. It looked like the entire world was just under a dome with holes poked in it so that we could breathe. My sister said that.
I write because I can see you. I can see you reading it, and I need to give you something good. Something that will show you that I'm cool and that I'm smart. Something that will make you like me. I need you, all of you, to like me so much. Because I don't exist all the way unless you see me. I can see you seeing me, and I need to give you something good.
This song is called Last Resort.
It's a song about toxic relationship from someone who has only been in one relationship.
I don't know what you want from me. It's like you don't want me near. Getting greater every day. You're always striking fear. I can't please you, but I still try. I'm not ignoring you. You always take it out on me, but I still love you through and through. You're a different man than you were, and I don't understand your role. You drifted so far away and lost your soul. I thought you loved me as well, but that's as good as false. Ever since you've stolen my heart, there's been even more holes in my heart. But I still ignore your lies and reach to your hand. Every time I try to leave you, it doesn't go as planned. You're a different man than you were, and I don't understand your role. Drifted so far away and lost your soul. You were how I first loved you. It's now abused through and through. I've tried to give up, but you convinced me to keep loving you.
Art thou a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from a heat or pressed brain? Thou marshals me the way I was going. In such an instrument I was to use, and such a bloody business which deforms thus to mine eye, whilst I threat he lives. I go, and it is done, the bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
No, my fair cousin! If we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country loss. And if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honor. God's will, I pray thee, wish not one man more. By Jove, I am not covetous for gold, nor care I who doth feed upon my cost. Ignorance me not if men my garments wear, such outward things dwell not in my desires. But, if it be a sin to covet honor, I am the most offending soul alive. He that shall live this day, and see old age, will yearly, on the vigil, feast his neighbors, and say, tomorrow is Saint Crispian!
That this too solid flesh with thaw, melt, and resolve itself into a dew. Oh, weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seems to me all the uses of this world. Must I remember why the shoe would hang on him, as if to increase an appetite for growth I would have fed on, and yet within a month, a little month, or ere those shoes were old with which she followed my poor father's body, ere the salt of most unrighteous tears and flushed her galled eyes she married, almost wicked speed following with such dexterity to incestuous sheets.
To be thus is nothing, but methinks thee not. Our fears and banquos exceed, and in the royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares. He chid the sisters when first they placed the name of king upon me. He bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father of a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched by an unlineal hand. No son of mine succeeding. If be so, banquo's issue I have filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan, I have murdered. I and my fellows are ministers of fate. The elements from which your swords are tempered may as well wound the loud winds who with the mock deck stabs kill the still closing waters, as diminish 1,000 on my plume. My fellow ministers are like invulnerable. But remember that you three, from the long hunt good crossroad, exposed unseen, which happened to put him in his innocent child, for which foul cowards laying, not forgetting incense to people's shores, yet all creatures against your peace. Shall not lose thy executioner. I fly thee, mark not thee. Thou tellest me there's mine in mine eye. And very probably eyes that are frail and soft of state, who set their coward gaze on actors, be called tyrants, butchers, murderers. And now, I do frown upon you with all my heart, and if my eyes are blue, let them kill me.
Sweet thief, do not scorn me, do not. Tell you love me not, for sing thy soul with bitterness. The common executioner, whose heart, the accustomed sight of death makes harm, falls not the axe upon the humble neck, but first begs pardon. Will you spare me than he that dies and lives by bloody drops?
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I shall give thee berries to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing to thou while pressed flowers dost sleep. And I shall purge thy world grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, log, and mustard seed.
My mistress with the monster is in love, near to her close and constant her bower. While she was in her dull and sleepy hour, a crude patches, reared new handfuls, that work her bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallow, thick-skinned of that married sort, who pyramids presented in their sport, forsook his seat and entered the break, when I did him at this advantage take, and asked his life.
When, in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I enjoy most contented least. And yet,
In these thoughts, myself almost despising, happily I love. And then my state, like the lark, the break of day, arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. And thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state to kings.
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment like a warm bud feed on her gaze. She kindly thought, and with green and yellow melancholy, she sadly gazed on one, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more and swear more, but these our shows are more than will. For still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love. Since what I am to say must be but that which contradicts my accusation and the testimony on my part, no other but what comes from myself, it shall scarce move me to say not guilty. Being counted falsehood shall, as I express it, be so received. But thus, powers divine, behold our humane actions as they do. I doubt not then, but innocent human accusation blush and tyranny tremble. My past life has been as chaste, as true as I am now unhappy. For behold me, the mother to a hopeful prince, standing straight and talk of life, of honor for those who please to come and hear.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy? Is he not a crude in the height of villain, that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man! What, bear her in hand until they come to take hands, and then, with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor? Oh God, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace! But manhood is mounted into courtesy. Valor is a compliment, and men are only turned into tongue, and true ones too. He is now as valiant as Hercules, that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I will die a woman with breathing.
When he that is my husband now, when scarce the blood was well washed from his hands, was issued to my other angel husband, this was my wish. Be thou, O thy, accursed, and when thou wentst, let sorrow hold thy bed, and be thy wife, if any be so mad, as miserable while alive with thee, as thou hast made me by my dear Lord's death. Lo, ere I can repeat this curse again, even in so short a space my woman's heart grows like captive to his honey words, and through the subject of my own soul's curse, which ever since hath kept my eyes from the rest, for never yet 1 hour in his bed, I enjoyed the golden dew of sleep, but have been waked by his timorous dreams.
As an unperfect actor upon the stage, who with her fears put beside her part, or some fierce thing replete with too much rage whose strength abundance weakens her own heart, so I, for fear of trust, forget to say the perfect ceremony of love's rite, and in mine own love's strength seem to decay, or charged with the burden of mine own love's might. Oh, let then my books be eloquence, and dumb passengers in my speaking breast, who plead for love and look for recompense, more than that tongue that hath more than more expressed. Oh, learn to read what silent love hath writ, to see with eyes belong to love's fine wit.
Hi everyone, this is my song called Fatal Attraction, and I hope you like it. To
my name is Barrett. This is Eve, and we are, for the past 2 weeks, have been students at the Visual Arts program here at YMA under our director, Danny, and our assistant director, John. And we're here to tell you about what we've been doing and what we've been working on these past 2 weeks. Next slide, please.
So one of the things that we've been doing, and it's been super fun, we've been collaborating as like an entire class to decide how we want our gallery spaces to look like and what art pieces we're going to put in them and how it's all going to look, and it's been super cool. Next slide, please.
We've also been working a lot on our sketchbooks. Sketchbooks are a way to see what we're brainstorming, everything we're planning to do as a bigger project. It's full of a lot of practice, things like that, and can show us what we do at home and when we're not doing huge major projects like we've been doing here. Next slide, please.
We made magazine transfers, and those are transfers using, you can use anything, but we use magazines and clear like packing tape, and their end result is just the photo on the tape, and you can use it in collages, stickers, I think some forms of printmaking. Yeah, next slide please.
We also worked a bit on cyanotypes. By mixing two chemicals together, you can get this UV reactive substance that you can put onto paper or fabrics, and when exposed to the sun and then washed, it will turn a bright blue color, bright cyan, which you can see there, and you can use it to make things like botanicals, or you can put magazine transfers on it to make interesting patterns, and so we did that on papers and some pouches. Next slide, please.
A cool thing that I think everybody in visual arts knows how to do is make batiks, and it is a textile process originating from Indonesia, dating back to the 13th century. And how you do it is you put beeswax, I think, or any kind of wax, on a piece of textile, and then you let dry, and then you put dye on top of it. And once you boil the beeswax off, you're left with a beautiful little pattern. It's very nice. Next slide, please.
During our free studio time, we often would have access to paints like watercolors, and so we learned how to use them using paint techniques and various things that we did on our own time. It was a very free, open-ended project. We also learned how, if we wanted to mesh two pieces together to make something new and interesting. And you can see there the weaving. And it was very fun. Next slide, please. We also did a larger scale project. In the gallery walk you may have seen yesterday, the gallery was covered in tape. We put up a tape installation where we just put tape on walls and like abstract patterns and things like that. And it's very interesting to be able to do a large scale project like this, like you may not get to do at home or alone, just working collaboratively as a group to make something cool to hang your other art in. Next slide, please.
This one was my favorite project. It was super awesome. Everybody brought in personal objects, and we used a multitude of mediums, plaster, paint, tape, paper, hot glue, a whole bunch of stuff to transform them into different things. They could be useful, they could be not useful, but it was essentially go crazy, and it was super fun. Oh, yes, and before applause, could we have the visual arts kids stand up and everybody give them a round of applause as well?
And that's what we've been doing for these past 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you saw the gallery yesterday, that was very fun. And thank you very much.
Monsters on an angel sent down from the sky.
I'm a special little soldier. No one is as handsome, strong as me.
It's true, he indulges my tendency to bulge, but I'm this little soldier. 2, 4, 3. My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day chopped the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no cure for a miracle like me.
My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as bold or tough as me. Half a daddy soldier. One day when I'm older, I could be a soldier and sock you in the face.
One can hardly move for beauty and brilliance these days.
It seems like there are millions of these. What are the millions these days?
Specialness is daily cure.
Above average is average.
Go figure.
Is it some modern miracle of calculus?
That such frequent miracles
So render each one unmiraculous.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day chopped the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no cure for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a precious Berylina. She has never seen a prettier Berylina. She says if I'm clean I have to cut down on the cream, but I'm a Berylina, so give me more cake. Oh,
What's the matter, bog trotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
Oh, I know you're not full. I'll tell you when you're full. And I say that criminals like you are not full until they have eaten the entire cake. But no buts. You haven't got time for but. Eat.
But he can't eat it all.
Headmistress, he'll be sick! Well, he should have thought about that before he made a pact with Satan and decided to steal my cake! Eat!
Yes!
Eat!
He surely can't!
Eat!
He might explode!
Eat!
A slice, or even 2, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can't, surely can.
Surely can.
You are the man, Bruce. He might
wrong's the wrong, wrong is right.
Everyone can go RTY, 'cause we're a little bit naughty. So we have to stay inside the lines, but if we disobey at the same time, there's nothing that stressful can do. She take her error and thank you. Think you can push us too far, but there's no going back now. We are WLTIN. We're less I-N-G, we're less I-N-G. We'll be R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. It's too early for you, we are revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, you sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done, and we'll have our own revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, you sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done. It is too early for you, we are revolting!
She made a pass at you in Rome. The king's battalions came and went and burned down your home. I raised him on the porch in the blues, and when I read his fate in the paper, I couldn't believe the news.
grand old show. I don't even know what I can say right now, but congratulations to all the participants tonight, all the performers, all the campers. Congratulations. And a big acknowledgement to our amazing technical theater program. Doubled in size this year, and we still had a wait list, and I've been backstage a lot with them, and they're incredible. Congratulations. So we have a few acknowledgements and then a couple exciting announcements. First of all, we want to give a big appreciation to all of our donors. Around half of our students are able to attend this program due to financial aid. And so big thank you to our donors. And we want to acknowledge our incredible teaching faculty who is, as you can see, been teaching amazingly the past 2 weeks. Faculty, if you're here, stand up, please. And the true heartbeat of our program are our counselors, who are in the dorms with your students early in the morning and putting them to bed at night, making sure their rooms are clean every day and they feel supported in every way. Counselors, stand up, let's acknowledge them. Exciting announcements. First of all, so YMA has been, in the past couple months, having a search for our next executive director. And we're happy to report that last week, 2 finalists visited camp, and we have an executive director to announce who is actually here tonight. So we'd like to officially welcome Kate Andrews to the stage. Who will be our next And I can tell you that at Kate's camp visit last week, the most difficult part of the process was with my connections group, which is kind of like a home room, which is more difficult than any interview that would ever be done, where she had to play hot seat and mafia with the group. And, so, welcome to the team. And one final announcement. So if you look at your programs, when you can see them, when the lights come on, you'll see our dates announced for next summer. So please reserve the dates. Our plan is to open registration at the beginning of October, like we did the past year. All of our programs filled up super quickly last year, so put a phone reminder. We'll send out email blasts. We're really excited to be opening soon for next school year, or next summer. In any case, let me explain what's going to happen next. So we are going to do a closing ceremony for camp, and it's out a few minutes walk away. All the students know where to go, and we call it our evening gathering. And we'll do a small closing ceremony, and then there will be hugs, and there will be tears, and all that. So let your students say goodbye. And then if you haven't loaded your luggage yet, you can do so after that closing ceremony. And thank you so much. It's been a wonderful 2 weeks, and we hope to see you again. Take care.